Here we go. All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Iowa State Cyclones basketball. And we're back-to-back national champions. We're doing, let's see, where do we sit in the, where do we sit overall? So we're down to an 88, but that's fine. We've won titles with that, so I got no problem with that. So we can just go ahead and start this up because I wanted to do that. I mean, I've heard, so, sorry, for anyone watching this on YouTube, we were talking about Maximum Football 2020, and I heard they were doing animations and movements, but I don't know. I've heard some things. I haven't seen what the animations and movements look like in it. I guess I'll have to see more, because most of the stuff that they're showcasing is like their upgraded Dynasty mode, like Dynasty Mode 2.0, and
dishes it to the right. Chewy backs down. Savanovic passes it to the right side. Shoots the turnaround.
Oh shit.
Corral.
See, I'm not used to.
And it's still all tied up.
I'm doing the newer 2K stuff with the. Whoops, my bad.
And that's his first foul.
I haven't seen what the improved animations and movements look like.
Textbook reach.
I'm hoping that it works well with the code, because there was definitely some issues with some of the tackles and running and things like that. It looked okay, but
Roy beats it to the wing. Huffman raises
oh,
up.
come on now.
Fouled hard, and he'll go to the line for 3. Knocks down the first one.
Never understood why Iowa and Iowa State are in two separate conferences. I don't know. I'm trying to think. There's probably other. I was gonna say like Idaho and Boise State, but Idaho isn't even an FBS team anymore. Give me a second. I'll probably think of something. Michigan and Michigan State are both in the Big Ten, so that doesn't wash.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Tracy Wolfson, for an update. What do you have for us?
Shit.
Just before the game, I talked to
you raise a good point.
He told me when they're facing an opponent that is this strong in the front court, they've got to provide plenty of help defense down low. He said we can't let them get comfortable in the post, or we're going to be in a heap of trouble.
I'm trying to think. Like, I could probably point to some California teams, but California is just a big state, so. Florida and Florida State both in the SEC. I feel like one of them's in the ACC. I think that's something. But then again, Florida also has like 8 teams.
11 minutes left in the half. Takes it up.
I was looking for a foul there. Georgia and Georgia Tech, I don't think are in the same.
Sweetney.
There might be that.
Dishes to the right side.
See, now I'm trying to think about ones that might have that, but yeah, you raise a good point. Must just be the way that the different conferences work. Who knows? Maybe there was a point where I don't know if any of the big. Let's be honest. I think at this point, none of the Big 12 teams would probably want Iowa in their conference, because it's one thing if Iowa was facing Iowa State or Kansas or someone like that, but I guarantee you like Texas and Oklahoma are not going to be thrilled with having if Iowa was in their conference, and I doubt hardly any of the Big 10 teams would give a shit if Iowa State was in the Big 10. Florida, Miami, and Florida State are on different parts of the state. Yeah, I was going to say, I could say that, but then again, there's that, and then UCF, and all sorts of. There's a lot. Oh, God damn. See, I got to get used to this new team. I don't have my big men anymore, so this is a new and exciting venture.
Led him nicely with the pass, and the shot was
Texas is shit. They get no say.
They lead by 1.
I thought they were good. Oklahoma used to be good. Who are the teams now in the Big 12 that lead it? West Virginia, TCU. I don't know anymore. This is what happens. Iowa State football has been so bad the last several years. I just don't pay attention. So now I gotta look this up at some point.
Knocks down the first one.
Hey.
Both teams are going to shake things up a little bit with some subs.
Texas Tech, I don't think would be one of the strong teams. Maybe they are.
He gets the second to fall as well.
Baylor? That is true.
Sweetney inbounds the ball.
Wasn't Baylor like a top 10 team this last season?
That's how you do it. Keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep and then capitalize.
Vasquez.
Oh God, what the hell is that?
The first. Goes up, and he's going to come away empty from the line.
Sweetney did a good job to grab that rebound. Perfect position that time.
Feeds left wing. Sweetney.
Oh, damn. Oh.
The shot down low.
Hey, we're getting
in by Vasquez. About 8.5 minutes left.
But yeah, I guess in reality, I guess I haven't seen much about Maximum Football with their in notes for their animations and their movements, other than they're improving their animations and movements, and Unity is helping them out. It's about all I kind of know. We're talking about football or basketball. Yeah, mostly football. Especially the upcoming football games, because I am excited for Axis Football 20. Hey, Daredevil, what's up? Kansas, Kansas having a good football team feels like a fantasy. Let's go with shot selection. Yeah. And it wasn't Baylor accused of sexual assault. Were they? I don't know. I feel like that's every college football team by this point. What college football team hasn't been accused of sexual assault at this point? It's not sexual assault. It's, I don't know, something else. It's not football, it's lacrosse.
Mikolauskis grabs the rock, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, the D got lucky there.
But yeah, I haven't seen much there because most of the things I've heard about Maximum Football that they go on about are their oh God, that I've seen them going on about is what is it? The franchise mode, the broadcast angle, the play editor. I guess you can actually play as Doug Flutie in the next one. I haven't seen gameplay improvements, which is kind of odd because I think they had who was it? Sports Gamers Online did like a sports showcase for the year, and I think Maximum Football had like what, a 1 minute long thing, maybe 2 minutes. I can't remember. And then Axis was like, "Hey, listen, our gameplay wasn't the smoothest, so." This is to show you that, you know, our gameplay is improving, and that was something that made me happy, because that's the biggest gripe I've had about Axis Football the last couple of years. Shit.
We're the last ones to touch it, and they'll turn it over.
Am I even going to play NCAA Football 14? Probably not. See, I did it once, and then I tried to do it again, and then I don't know. I just like, it's weird because it's college football, so it's not too bad. And I like the game. I think there's just, I don't know. I feel like there's something about the game. Maybe I'm just not good enough. Football games I don't know why I play football games. I'm not great at football games. I always end up being terrible at them.
Vasquez gets the board inside. Chewy brings it up the floor.
He couldn't get it that time.
But yeah, if you're talking about Iowa, we were actually just talking about that.
And it's picked up by Arizona. The finisher.
Shit.
Laid in by Archie. They're now behind by one.
PS2 of version of NCAA 06. I have. That one's not too bad. I also have the PS2 version of NCAA Football 11, and for some reason, the PS2 NCAA games, I'm just absolutely atrocious at. I don't know why. I'm just god awful.
Zivanovic knocks it down from 20 feet away. They're now up by 3.
Impact replay through. Oh my good lord.
Leads him with the pass. Gets it down low. Roy kicks it out to the wing. To the
I don't even know if I still have that
Passes to the top of the
save. I
key.
think that was on my old Xbox before it burned out.
Passes it back to the left wing. The last
I think if I had to, play it again, I wouldn't even be able. I'd have to start all over.
They got burned.
That save is on a hard drive that I think is long. Not maybe long gone, but yeah, it's.
Backs
I
him
don't know.
down. Zivanovic with the floater.
Just not
Finishes in
around.
close. He's got 8.
But yeah, I'm excited for Access Football 20 because they got. I like all the draft deals that they're putting in. Some of the franchise mode, which is kind of weird because like the franchise mode improvements are okay. Like I still enjoy that, but I'd like to see more actual gameplay improvements.
Iowa State takes its first time out of the game.
That'd be the big thing. I want to see more actual gameplay improvements, and most of the things I've seen from them are.
Has it on the free throw line.
Game stats and user interface things, and they did show a little bit, but not a ton.
Zivanovic shoots the turnaround.
There you
off
go.
The backboard and in. And they're now out in front by 2. Put away. And it's
How do you like
scooped
the
up by
tier
Chewis.
system that bothers
He
me for
picks
some
up
reason?
tons of steals for a big man.
I don't know. I'd probably get used to it if I played it. Mostly because I played stuff like Football Tactics and Glory, where it's soccer, and then soccer has relegation and delegation, things that happen in there. So I'm kind of used to a tier system playing a soccer management game. So it doesn't bother me as much. I'm sure it bothers other people because it's not quite an NFL system.
Tracy has something for
I
us.
tried the GDS college
Coach
football game
Miller,
years
definitely
ago.
aware
I
of that
haven't.
problem.
It's been a
He
long
told his
time since I've
assistants
tried it.
that they have to bring more defenders into the paint, even if it means leaving the perimeter open. Desperate measures here, Vern.
Thanks, Tracy. From long range. Snatched by Little, and that's his 4th rebound thus far.
He did a real good job to stay that
Our
close
blondes
on
have
the
been doing
shooter.
pretty good so
Just
far.
getting a hand up will bother
It's
most
been
players
been
enough
helpful.
to make the miss.
That last 3-pointer was missed by Collison.
I think these games are going to be closer than usual at this point. If I can't quite get myself together. See, now I can't lean on Scrocky. I got Chewisi still, so that's helpful. But yeah, he's going to be gone. I'm going to need a big man again who can play the post.
Dumps it down low. Collison catches it right wing.
That's the pain now. Now I don't have a big man to feed.
Pass baseline. Shoots from the post. The shot was short by Little. 2:54
I
left in the
a
first
bit
half.
last year and I really stuck with it too much. Oh, okay.
Caught.
Yeah, I have a
Off.
few of the Great Dog software games that I just like. I think I have the Comic Book Hero one, and I just never
Lee
really played
bounces
it.
Down low.
Oh, that would have been nice if I got it. Play some Heartland this stream, dude. It's almost 10 o'clock. I really deeply considered not streaming tonight, but it'd been a few days, so I wanted to stream. And I probably won't stream tomorrow or Saturday because that's hanging out with friends. It's just, man, I had a 10-plus hour day, working all damn day, finally get home and eat.
Inbounds the ball.
And just relax, and then it's like, fuck, I guess I'll stream.
Dishes it to the left. Weber puts it up.
So the fact that I'll probably be fucking hell, the fact that I'll probably be streaming until like 11 o'clock and then hopefully sleep in time for halfway good sleep at work. Or for wow, English is not my strong point right now. I'm tired and it's not quite 10 p.m. I've worked a long day today. It's been a long fucking day.
But they're still behind by 1.
Mafia one they did as well.
Left
Okay,
in the first half.
I remember that. I don't think I have the Mafia.
Dumps it off.
I heard a lot of people didn't like that.
Fitzwater
I
gets
think
it
besides
right wing.
TEW and WMMA, they like the other games haven't been so beloved. Bullbound was okay from what I've played. Bullbound was good. Yeah, words are hard. Me no think. I don't want to think too hard. I don't want to use my brain's already burned out from a long day. Because I did that whole thing where I was talking about it. It was like, oh, I'm not going to be working overtime anymore. Just going to be 8-hour days. And well, I guess my overtime money's gone. And then that lasted 3 whole days. And then they're like, hey, do you want to work late? I'm like, I thought the mandate came in that we were going to work absolutely no more overtime. They're like, yeah, no, we need people tonight. Sure, why not?
Swings it to the wing.
Okada wants me to ask why he can't comment. I see his name in the thing.
Gets it on the
I'll have to take a second. Once the half is up, I'll look at it. He shouldn't be shadow banned at all. I see him here. Like I said, he's not officially banned.
Caught. Backs down. Vasquez throws it up.
Oh, damn it.
Pulls it down.
What?
Layup, no good.
Cox. Cox.
Flipped it up and out.
His team really needs him to hit
that. Come on. Did I wonder if I just muted you somehow in stream, like I accidentally hit a wrong button. I think there's an unban button even if I didn't ban you. So I'll make sure I do that anyway.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Arizona. Both teams are making a few lineup changes. Substitution.
User. I'm gonna unban. Trying to unban. He is not banned from this channel. There you go. You can see it plain as day.
Pulls the trigger.
So if he can't comment, it's not my fault.
28-27.
Unless he's using one of the banned words and he's just calling me a retard every time.
Tooth and nail. Nobody wants to see a blowout, Vern, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
So if it's for postal managers, you're not a postal manager. I wouldn't want to be either.
Now we'll bring you our player of the half. Who's your pick, Bill?
Zivanovic has been lights out from the floor, Vern. It must feel
They
like
just added a bunch of new shit that they
Every
have to
shot he
do
takes
throughout the
goes
day.
through, and he
It's like,
looks
fuck,
absolutely
I wouldn't want to deal with that horse shit. when I had to, it's like that extra like 25 grand or so just isn't worth it to me to deal with the horse shit of being
We're ready to begin the
management.
second half. Sweetney inbounds it to start the second half. Outright passes back to the wing. Roy to give them the lead. Yes.
There we go.
He's 3 for 6 for the game. Tracy Wolfson has more on what went on at halftime.
25K doesn't
Tracy?
sound that
During
bad.
halftime,
It doesn't
I
sound
talked
that
with
bad,
Coach
but then you
Wilson. He
realize
told me his
like
team is down, but he's going to push
I'm trying to
this
think if you
even
knock like a
more
good
in the second
40%
half to make
off
a
of
comeback.
that, that's
He
an
went on to say
extra
that he wasn't
what?
going to mix up his
10
rotation, even though he knows he
Oh
has
damn,
talent
that's about
on
an
the
extra
end of his bench.
15
He felt that
grand.
the players he used in the first
I mean,
half
I guess
gave
yeah,
him
it's
the
an
best
extra grand.
chance
It's an
of
extra
winning this game.
$500 a
He won't
paycheck
stray
or
from that
so.
game plan. Back to you.
Thanks, Tracy.
But for like 500 a paycheck, I don't know, man. It's just the thing is, it also you lose like all your well, they do have a supervisors union, but you basically lose like all the protections of the normal workers union, which is really nice. I make enough as is being a peon. That's the great thing about being a postal worker is you can make a half decent living being a peon your entire postal career.
This crowd is going insane.
You can do
I
well.
love the energy of this building. Listen
I've been doing well, clearly.
Backs in. Chewy C takes it up. Gently drops it in. He's shooting 50% for the game.
I saw a thing on Twitter that just made me hate life.
Gets it left side.
It was who posted about it? The New York Post, I think it was.
They close
It was like this old retired guy, and he owned a house and he rented out a room to an ex-con, and I guess the guy hadn't paid rent, so he asked him for rent, and the guy took a samurai sword and decapitated him. Now, this is just a dude who owns a house and rents out a room in the house. But the fact that they called him a landlord, as I found out, and I know this isn't all real life, because, you know, Twitter's not real life, but the amount of people on Twitter that as soon as they see the word landlord, they immediately go, like, it was amazing to me how many people not only justified, but celebrated the idea that this man was decapitated because he was supposedly a landlord. He was just an older guy who owned a house and rented out a room, but because it said landlord, it's amazing. It made me sick how many people celebrated this man's murder because landlord was put in there.
9 points, and he's his team's leading scorer.
And then I found out just how, like, everyone, like, I guess people, there are a lot of people out there who consider all landlords to be evil. And it was amazing to see some of the replies, because this is why Twitter, this is why I don't hardly say anything on Twitter, because it's a fucking cesspool. I use it just for, like, shit posting, mostly. But yeah, it is. It's amazing to me because it's like, oh yeah, oh he's a landlord. Well, fuck him. All landlords are evil, and why buy buildings that you can't own? That was the thing that's been always bugging me too, because there was a hashtag a while back that talked about what was it? Cancel rent. And it was people who were like, oh, landlords don't need to make that money anyway. They should just cancel rent. Why even own a building and charge people exorbitant prices? It's like, because you're going to pay those prices. But yeah, it's a lot of people who don't own shit in life, angry at people who do own shit, and then sublet that shit to other people who will never pay money for it.
Dumps it off.
I saw one dude get in an argument where he was talking about how people should just let other people use houses. That was the thing, where some guy was so like he was so like into the idea of, oh yeah, it'll be a perfect utopia if you know, people just, the community builds houses and then people can live in those houses rent free because the community built them. It's like, yeah, but okay, but what if someone decides they're going to build the house on their own and they want to, it's their house because they spent time and effort on it and no one else wanted to do it. Well, then they should allow people to just live there anyway because they made it, and they shouldn't. The idea of ownership, I think, is a construct to them. It was amazing. The people who are like, yeah, no, owning land and property is, you're an asshole. You're an evil person if you. They call them, a lot of people use the word leeches. I'm like, I don't think people who own land and buildings and then sublet that land and buildings to people are the leeches. Maybe it's just I'm getting old and I'm looking at stuff like this. It's like I feel like a few years ago, I feel like maybe when I was like in my early 20s, I might have had an idea about that where it was like, yeah, fuck them. But like I've lived in several different like apartment complexes. Every apartment I've had, I've never had bad management. Never. Even in some of the like shittier ones, like where I actually had I was living in like a studio apartment where is the Samurai story real? Absolutely. I think it's on the New York Post. You can find it. Yeah.
All right, Tracy.
But Douglas. Well, people get that people don't own their houses. Yeah, that's another good point. It's just a I forget what it is. It's just a civil forfeiture away from not owning a home anymore. Landlord going to be a slur now? Only to certain people who don't own shit is landlord going to be a slur. But that's the thing. I've lived in. I had a studio apartment that was. I think it was considered affordable housing. It was, I could only make so much a year. Like it was a rent controlled. Yeah, I lived in a rent controlled studio apartment. And even that management was like they were really cool. They were really nice. I never had a problem with them.
Dishes to the left wing.
It was not a great place, but you know, I never had a problem with management and the idea that I don't know where some of these experiences that these people have had that would make them hate these people so much. Some Florida man shit says I'm in Florida. Yeah, that is some Florida man. That's samurai sword shit. Let's see here. Defense? Let's do defense.
Getting set to inbound the ball. Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
I only vaguely mentioned it like when Sammy Guevara came back to AEW and there were people there who were going, oh, so we're just okay with rapists now? It's like, are we literally putting him in the same, like, making a joke is now... I mean, to be fair, that is a thing. I believe that some people do believe is that jokes are violence. There are certain crowds that believe that. So I did see people when Sammy Guevara came back. They're like, "Oh, so we're okay with rapists and sexists now? Cool." Like,
from downtown. Missed long by Collison. That's another rebound.
I can't even feel bad for AEW, honestly, because this is the kind of shit that they fucking cultivated.
Lets it go.
This is the kind of this is the exact type of audience that they wanted.
He's the top scorer. Here comes the double team.
Jokes really did die like 3 years ago.
Forces the hill ball, and the arrow pointing to the defense. Nice
I can't think of like really any super good comedians besides Bill Burr. And even Bill Burr of today isn't quite Bill Burr of 10 years ago. Bill Burr of today has had a wife and a kid, and which is more amazing when I listen to some of the stuff from Bill Burr from like mid 2000s, late 2000s, where he was sitting here going, "Yeah, I'm never gonna fucking get married. I'm not dealing with this blah 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 blah," and he's just talking about marriage and kids, and that's not for him, and he's never going to do it, and then he did, and it's like, oh, fuck.
Our fundamentals are abysmal.
Death
Then
penalty should be
added,
used
the
more
only
often.
players I want on the floor right now are the ones that can take care of
Didn't they just put someone to death recently? Didn't they do that like not too long ago? It's like the first time in quite a while. I thought that's what happened. Because I thought it was still legal somewhere, and they've done it recently.
Backs him down.
Maybe I was reading something else.
Zivanovic catches it, high post.
Frankie Boyle dude. Frankie Boyle is dope and is very underrated. I don't think he has more than like one. It's amazing to me how many of the how many British. There's a lot of good British comedians, but like Frankie Boyle never gets his due.
Will try to end this run.
They kicked him off one of his shows.
The Wildcats will take a timeout.
And then the more popular ones are like, oh, I don't know why he's blah blah blah. It's like, ugh. I did see a thing where he talked for something like 20 minutes or so, 10 or 20 minutes about like why television is dying. And he kind of hammered it on the head, Frankie Boyle did, because he's like, well, there's nothing interesting anymore. Everyone's playing it safe. You don't take chances anymore. They executed someone in Texas, okay. I figured if it was going to be one state, it was going to be that. I started watching Andrew Dice Clay. Oh boy. I'm assuming you watch 80s Andrew Dice Clay. Because once it turns like 1990, it's just more when he's like coming out in a fucking weightlifter belt and tank top and sweats. I don't know what to do about Okada not being able to comment, man. He's not banned from this channel. He's not muted as far as I know either. I mean, I could ban him and then unban him and see if that does it.
Tosses it up court. Ellerby dumps it to the middle. The layup flipped in by Vasquez. He's 5 for 9 for the game. 2:58.
Yeah, we are up by 22. I'm not going to play Heartland right now. That's just not going to happen. Here we go. Here, I see his name. I'm going to ban him, and then I'm going to unban him. I'm going to see. I wonder if modding. Oh God. I wonder if modding him's gonna do it. I wonder if I can mod him and then unmod him. See if that does it. Can I unmod him? Oh no. I can't unmod him through this. I'd have to go somewhere else. Oh, damn it. Yeah, we won. So let's do that. Well, before he goes crazy, assuming he will, I gotta go and look on my dashboard. And where's my community roles manager? Let's see. Get rid of him. All right, let's see. What if it was all ploy to get modded? Maybe. I don't know how to get shit working like that. Sorry, 1 second for people watching this. Stream manager. All right, where's the users list? Where's the viewer list? Can I look at let me see the viewer list. Wait till he comments. Unmod him. Well, he needs to get on the ball with it then. At Vanderbilt, well, let's see here. So we'll go to here. We'll sim through the day. We'll stop first and do some of the recruiting. Reset the lineup and continue. No. Cancel for a second. Let's see here. Recruiting. See, I'm trying to deal with this at the same time I'm trying to get someone to say something. Well, now he's not in here, so I don't know. Let's see here. Targets. Oops. There we go. All right. Looks like we should be able to get this guy at least. Right? Maybe. There we go. Sasha did Asuka beat Sasha? I don't know. Oh no, I think Sasha won. She's the champion. I know at least that much. Yeah, so you probably, by the way, with the dice thing, you probably saw his what was it, the Dice Man Cometh? Because yeah, he does the nursery rhyme things and people go fucking crazy for it, but it's just, there's so much of the nursery rhyme shit. Like he petered out pretty quickly though. And now he's been trying to be a serious actor. I'm trying to do recruits, phone them. Okay. This person's pretty much there. This person, we need to scout their game, I guess. We should probably do that. Let's visit the recruit at home with this. Oh, shit. I can't. Yeah, they don't have enough points. That's all right. He's got B charisma. That'll help. I don't think anyone else has enough time or effort to be able to go anywhere, so that's about all we can do here. So we'll see. We at least got a 3-star. We might have a 4-star. We're working on a 5-star. We'll see. Yeah, let's see, at Wisconsin. So we can go all the way to the Gonzaga game. Let's just sim through the day. So I was in line at the bank, and I had my tongue in this chick's asshole. Oh, by the way, that was a home game that I won. So at the very least, I can move up to 39 games. I think we're almost halfway to the. We're almost halfway to the record. I think he made another. Oh, he made another account, which he'll probably yell at me with. It'd be amazing if it was like some sort of IP thing. You just can't do it anymore. Oh my god! I don't know how to deal with the stream manager in this goddamn game. On this thing. Let's see. Let's get to Gonzaga, but first, do another week of recruiting. Go. You gotta count to test if it's him or not. Okay. Like I said, he's not banned, so it's nothing over here. Come on, get to 100. Hang on. Move this back up. We need this 5-star guy, so I'm gonna work on him a little bit more. Do we not have anything? Oh, we already did all the home visits. We haven't done a campus tour with him yet. That would be nice. This is another one we probably could do. It was in fact him and okay, well. Let's see. Do I want to do him for the free time? Because I could still talk to the other recruit. Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna go for broke here on some of these guys. There. Now the other guys can talk to him. There we go. Okay, what else is there? We could scout the recruit game. I don't know if that's gonna do much. Might as well. We've got the time and energy for it. So give him cash and hookers. He will get his Nokia fixed. See, you kid, but I actually legitimately have a Motorola, so you know. Nokia does like cheap ass phones though, don't they? I think even like the smartphones now, they just do cheap shit. All right, that's about all I can do. I might not get this guy. Let me see here. Might not get this guy because it looks like he would probably want to stay in USC, go to USC. Let's see what we got. Playing in a big program, playing close, getting close to home, getting good coaching. I mean, that's there's a couple things here I think I can offer above South Carolina. I'm not kidding. Those are his words. Let's see here. Oh, no. He said Notica. He'll get his Notica fixed. God damn it. Yeah, I had a Moto G6 for a while. Motorola's good because I want an unlocked phone because I don't want to spend no $800-900 on a goddamn phone. So I don't use Samsung much anymore. I had a Note 4. I still have a Note 4, but it's just used as a media phone. Like I clean the whole thing out, and it's just I just use it for media at this point. There's nothing left I can do here, so I might as well just go to the next game, so I'm not wasting my time with this. So I went to Motorola because I also have Sprint. So because it runs on a different bandwidth from pretty much everyone else, I'm kind of limited in unlocked phones because everyone else uses what is it, GSM, and Sprint uses CDMA. So Motorola's good for that, but not a whole lot of other ones.
Welcome everybody. We're here at Hilton Coliseum.
Get a date with Notica once he fixes his issue. Okay. All right. So I think we got one of our guys back, don't we? We had what, Borchardt?
Gonzaga.
Unless he got hurt again. Well, it didn't say anything, so you got to spend $1,000 on an iPhone from a Chinese slave factory. I honestly considered a Chinese phone. What are the Huawei or whatever it was, and then they started talking about how they're just like banning the use of like Chinese phones. Like when I was looking at new phones, I'm like, oh, Huawei doesn't seem terrible. And then they had the whole thing where it's like, we're doing a tariff on Chinese products. You can't. We're banning the sale of Huawei phones in America. Ah, fuck. All right. But that's all right. I had a Moto G6. I wasn't a big fan of it. And I waited until it really just kind of shat out on me. And I got a Moto G stylus. I actually do like that. My Moto G stylus I do really enjoy. It's got a much nicer screen than the 6. It's very full. It's very nice. It doesn't feel like a budget phone. My Moto G6 really felt like a budget phone. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I got a phone that's like similar specs to my Note and all that, and then like once I kind of use it, it's like I'm okay with it. But yeah, you can really feels cheap.
Zivanovic inbounds the ball.
You have a Huawei? Okay.
By Robbins. That last 16-footer was off the mark.
That was a much quicker shot than they might have liked, but it was
you spy that is a Chinese spyware in the shape of a phone. Yeah, that was another thing too. Is I'm against the idea of like spyware, and I know because my roommate makes fun of me with that too. My roommate makes fun of me because I do. He's talked about like the Epic Game Store. He's like, oh yeah, this game's free on the Epic Game Store, and that's pretty cool. I'm like, yeah, I'm not putting the Epic Game Store on my fucking computer. I have enough shit. I don't need shit tracking me.
His team is
they don't like having shit tracking me. He's like, well, you got Facebook on your phone. I mean, they're probably listening to you that way. I'm like, technically, I don't have the Facebook app on my phone because I know that's fucked. But I access Facebook through a browser, which I think is better because I can actually close the browser and not have to deal with Facebook at that point. But yeah,
he makes the first.
I try not to do any of that. I was never interested in TikTok anyway. If there's interesting TikToks, Jesus Christ, we're just getting owned right now. I could not care about what the Chinese. But yeah, I just wasn't interested in stuff like that. So yeah, apps and stuff that I try not to. Jesus, can we get anything going? Oh, that's how you do it. Tyler, free games. I don't give a dude, I have nearly 600 games on my Steam. Most of them are shit, but I'd say at least a quarter of them are pretty good.
They're going to double team him. Kicks it out to the wing.
Oh my God.
No good on the three.
Come on. We need something here.
Caught. Puts it up.
Oh, get in there.
They're still down 5. Mobley dumps it off. Robbins has it on the free throw line. They're bringing the double team.
Yeah, I think I talked about, like, my dad has, like, the, oh my fucking God.
No problem. And that'll give him the 3-point chance.
My dad has, like, the Google Home thing. So he has, like, whatever the Google Assistant deal is. Oh, I think he has an Alexa. So he has, like, an Alexa or a Google Dot or whatever the fuck it is. So he has it hooked up to Google, and he has it, like, control his deadbolt locks and his phone and lights, and it's just fucking everything. He's got like the Google Home hooked up to, like, his entire house, and it's like, that's really convenient and all, but no, I don't need to have any conversation where all I have to do is say, "Hey Google," and it'll start listening to me, or at least outwardly listen to me. My mom wanted me to put an Amazon Alexa in her house because she bought one, or at least she got it for free, I think, with something. And she's like, "Can you help me install it?" I'm like, "Why do you want? You don't like buying stuff online because someone can steal your credit card information. You're gonna put an Alexa in your house?"
Off the front rim by DeForest. They still have an 11-point lead.
That was the thing that perplexes me. She's not big on like buying stuff online because, oh, they'll steal my credit card information. Not so much, but whatever. But then, yeah, the Alexa thing really perplexed me because it's like, if you're afraid of that, then why would you want a listening device in the house? Alexa, tell me my social security number.
Chewy takes the shot. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
It's like, yeah, I don't need Google Home. I can operate my phone by myself, and I can lock my own doors and turn off my own lights. Like, that's, I don't need an app on my phone.
Feeds right wing. Lee shoots it. Mikalauskis keeps it alive.
I don't know why people give that much trust in Google at this point anyway.
And he pulled the string.
It's nothing that I
that's a shot he very
feel would be that's another thing that's like, why are you just trusting Google with everything then?
You just can't force it in there.
The Bulldogs take their first time out of the game.
We have both, and my mom was just so freaked out by it and say, "Fuck this," and unplug them both. I mean, I'm not like super paranoid, but I don't know. I'm not one of those people. I don't really like them. Just like, nah, I don't need a fucking listening device. Let's do shot selection. I really need that.
Well, it looks like they're getting set to inbound the ball.
It's not like I have shit to hide, but it's just like,
Mobley inbounds the ball.
Who knows who could just hack that and start listening into you.
What a pass.
Funny enough, out of all the things that I just recently bought on Amazon, should be coming in the mail tomorrow. What was it? A copy of Permanent Record by Edward Snowden. It's like, I think it's hardcover, but yeah, one day delivery.
Hits the layup after the
I had like a $1.99 for a week trial, and I'm like, yeah, let me just buy this right before I cancel this. Because I'm not spending no $13 a month on Prime. So maybe that makes me seem paranoid, but you know, an NSA whistleblower would probably have a good idea as to the shit that's going on.
DeForest dumps it down low.
Oh my God!
That's exactly why you don't quit working. Once the shot goes up, you keep fighting for those offensive boards to help your team out.
To the paint. Bounces it to the elbow. Lee tosses it up. Cranes it for three.
All right, we're starting the comeback here. We're starting the comeback. It's only a 6.
Here comes the double team. Lobs it to the paint. Right around 6 minutes left in the half. Vasquez hands it off. Leads him with the pass.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Scoops it up.
Jesus
Off
Christ.
target on the last layup.
Just throw it
We're
down.
doing
His
okay.
coach is going crazy on the sidelines. Mobley catches it in the paint.
Oh,
The Cyclones
speaking of
with some
Notica, she just came
difficulties.
across my Twitter
Swing
timeline.
pass, left wing.
She's eating at the
Caught.
Gundam Cafe.
Gets it
I know where
outright.
that's at. We didn't eat at the
Seven
Gundam
feet
Cafe
out.
because I
All
think
net.
it was either a long
they're still
line or
down
it was
by
expensive, or I think one of my friends
The Bulldogs
went
will
there
take a
and
timeout.
just wasn't good. I don't know. They seem to be enjoying themselves. They play Gundam on a big screen. Oh, they have a live show. Interesting.
They're getting set to inbound the ball. Both teams are making substitutions.
Yeah, you don't bang hookers in Thailand.
Robbins inbounds the ball. Off the inbound pass. Yanked down inside.
There's other semi-third world countries for that shit. The Philippines seems to be a good place.
Vasquez from downtown.
Hell, you could probably bring one
Yanks it
home as your
down
wife.
inside.
Great rebound. The big fella's not afraid to do the dirty work, Vern.
Warden dishes to the right.
Up. Oh shit!
Up.
No.
Gets it
Oh
to go,
fuck.
and he's got a chance to add one more.
So we all learned a lesson
To
that they
fight
never
through the
bang
foul
Thai
and put
hookers.
it down. Strong move, Vern.
Robbins to the rim. He completes the
Unless
three-point
Thai is Taiwan,
Korcher
then you just
tosses
get in
it up
trouble with
court.
China.
Chewy C gets the post shot to fall, and they're now behind by 5.
Maybe you should try that. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I've already seen what exactly that
Get it out of
does
there, big fella. You
to
have
middle-aged
protect the
postal
lane, and that
workers.
time They tried to sneak one through on him.
The big guy has spoken.
I've mentioned it before.
Catches it
There's
out left.
some Filipino women in their 30s and 40s working at the post office
What great
because
reflexes.
they were brought to
Pounced in
America
and picked
by
that one off
some of the
easily.
older gentlemen that work there,
Day
and yeah, when they get divorced,
has it outright.
Mm.
Throws it up.
maybe they're fun
By
for a little
Chewy.
while, but I'm
That's
sure
his
they're
third rebound of the
expensive.
contest.
Pulling down the rebound off the deck.
Vasquez passes to the middle. Chewy C
Hey.
buries the teardrop layup. They draw to within 3.
Why are you paying for Thai hookers?
Dishes to
OnlyFans?
baseline. Backs him down.
There actually is. I did
Robbins
see it
with the
OnlyFans.
shot.
I don't think she's a
Connects from
hooker,
the
but
right
I'm
block.
pretty sure she's
And
Thai.
they
Or
now go up by 5.
I don't know where
About
she's
3.5
from,
minutes
but
left in the half.
yeah, I remember seeing
Chewy C.
some woman who she
it
she
to the right
posts
wing.
shit on YouTube
Ellerby dumps it off.
where it's like,
Takes the shot.
oh yeah,
That
I'm
post
kind of
shot by
sexy
Vasquez.
and I do housework,
He's got 6.
and then here's my OnlyFans. It's like,
The Bulldogs.
I remember
Timeout.
clicking on it, just be like, how much are you charging? $25 a month? No thanks. Not that I was going to pay for someone's
Both
OnlyFans
teams are
anyway.
going to make some substitutions.
But I wasn't interested. I'm never $25 a month interested. I mean, you're close to, wow, I'm close to middle
Robbins
age.
Inbounds the ball.
Hey, 30 is the new 20. I say
Skip
that, man. I
pass
talk
to
about
the
how
elbow.
old I feel all the time.
From long range.
It's really just because I'm
Michalowski
always
gets the
tired.
board inside. The Cyclones, a 3 would tie the game.
He fought for that rebound.
I was
That's some
trying to
toughness for
pump
you.
fake, but then he
Stolen
just
by
went
Kodaya.
anyway. Whatever.
Klein corrals the miss inside.
There we go.
Iowa State has had serious problems with their interior defense. And
Jesus.
Tracy has reports from their bench.
Coach Wilson is definitely aware of that problem. He
There you
told his
go.
assistants
Got
that
it.
They have to bring more
Hey, it's a
defenders
2-point
into the
game.
paint,
That's pretty
even
good.
if it means
I like
leaving
that.
the perimeter open.
Well, fucking not.
Measures here,
30's the new
Vern.
40.
Thanks,
It
Tracy.
really depends. Guys age like fine wine. We get better with age, usually. It depends. I guess it depends.
2:13 left in the first half.
If you make decent money and take care of yourself, guys
Catches
can
it
age like
inside.
fine wine.
Lee backs down.
We don't have a wall that we hit.
But they're still behind by 2. Robbins inbounds the ball. Day hands it off.
Wait, home improvement OnlyFans. Why did I just imagine Tim Allen on YouTube talking about his OnlyFans?
But they're still out in front by 2.
For only $10 a month, you can see my Binford tool.
Backs him down. Passes it to the left. Mikalauskis goes up, misses the tying basket.
I call this the Binford Lady Lover 3000. No, I don't think so, Tim.
Not letting him jam it home.
Knocked loose.
Now allow me to carry cocaine and snitch on people.
The Cyclones, they can make it even with the score.
That wasn't much
Damn it.
of a look. You could see that one coming before he released it.
Robbins. No good from three-point land.
Gentlemen might just become rich.
Skips it to the left side. Lee backs in.
Hey, there we go. Lee's doing okay. Lee's doing okay.
Shot clock and the game clock.
I've seen people who are 40 and they look like 26. Yeah. I mean, I've seen that too.
Robbins gets it baseline. That last 13-footer was on the money.
Look at that shot. As soon as he turned around,
Depends on what nationality they are.
Leads him with the pass. Pass, low block.
There's this woman at work. I don't work directly with her. I don't know how old she is, but I'm pretty sure she has a son close to my age.
Robbins has it left wing.
And so that would probably place her at least in her 50s. And she doesn't look bad. It's like she definitely looks older, but not like old.
With the score 28-26. How about the happenings in the first half, Bill?
Both sides look like they're
Drinking
pretty
Mercury
evenly matched.
gasoline.
This could be shaping up to be a real classic.
Wow, they went 0 for 10 on 3-point field goals. I thought I wasn't doing too good, but we started coming back, and they just started jacking up. Threes. That's all right. This is how you can tell that this game is from 2007 because of the motivational posters on the walls. Man, those motivational posters, like, those really went out of style quickly, didn't they? Which is weird because they're very simplistic. Like, it's weird because it feels like something that can be relatively timeless. Like, you know, it's not like super gaudy or something of the times where it's like, you know, you could probably still do it today.
Stolen away by Chuisi.
How smooth was that? Great move to take it to the tin.
Now let's go down.
I think I'd take a motivational poster, even a funny one, over some like keep calm and fucking jack off. Keep calm and tug your balls.
He wasn't going to mix up his rotation, even though he knows he has talent on the end of his bench. He felt that the players he used in the first half give him the best chance.
Yeah, it's
of
not
winning
super
this
gaudy.
game.
It's very general usually.
Back to you guys.
Can you imagine someone trying to do a motivational poster in 2020 though?
You can't just give up easy three-point plays.
I know that it'd be something to do with politically, and it'd just not get over. I guess that's the other thing too. Ooh, I think he touched it. Hey!
There's no excuse for throwing the ball away. Empty possessions like that will kill you.
Mikalauskis inbounds the ball, passes back to the wing.
Mercury's hard to get a hold of with Sweden. Of course, it's a whole different planet.
And that'll be his third steal so far. Last basket on the mark by Udaya.
I've never learned so much in this stream.
Aggressive D like that can shift momentum on you in a hurry.
This has been an informational stream.
Tosses it up.
I thought the fadeaway would work.
They've still got a 4-point lead.
Maybe this is what happens when I'm tired. Maybe I should be more tired sometimes. I'll play like shit probably, but at least it'll be decent conversation.
Clement passes it up court. Chuisi.
Oh yeah, I went and got. This isn't gonna be an informational thing, but I was looking at food when I got out of work.
And he makes the first.
And I drove around for probably 40 minutes. And I drove around for 40 minutes within 5 minutes of my house.
Gets the second to fall
in
as
my
well.
apartment.
Robbins inbounds the ball.
Looking
About 10
for
and half
a place
minutes
to
left in the
eat.
second half.
But there are a lot of places, but a lot of the places
is
with
tagged
like
with the reach, and that
drive-thrus
is his
had
third
lines
foul
that
so
were
far. Both teams are
insanity.
going to shake things up a little bit with some subs.
one of them. There's a chicken place. Well, I'm sure I don't know where all Raising Cane's is at. They finally got a couple of Raising Cane's in our area. But
Pass down low.
the Raising Cane's was wrapped around the building once and then went out towards the street. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm not getting chicken today.
Knocks down the
And a
first
couple
one.
of the Chinese places were full. I really didn't want to get out of my car. I eventually did. Just out of sheer
Gets the second
frustration,
to
I
fall
ended
as
up
well.
just finally getting something where I had to get out of my car.
Iowa
Probably worked
State
out for the better,
needs to
though.
cut down on the turnovers. And Tracy is near their bench. Tracy?
Coach Wilson is not sugarcoating.
I literally just ended up going to a grocery store. I'm like, fuck it. I guess this is God's way of telling me that I should make my own food.
Thanks, Tracy.
Even if I just heat it.
Dangerous pass. Day.
Easy, just skip the line. Can you imagine? Well, I guess drive-thrus wouldn't work, but can you imagine if they had like lunch rush stuff? And you know, I feel like it's coming at some point because, you know, monetization being what it is in our country and just in general, especially with video games. I'm waiting for the day where you can get like how Disney has a fast pass for their lines on rides. I'm waiting for like fast food places to do fast passes for it's like, hey, do you show up during lunchtime and you are in, you know, and you're in a rush and you can't wait? Buy a fast pass. I feel like that's going to happen. So someone's going to do it. I'm waiting for the day that there's a fast food place out there that does a fast pass. So that you can skip lines.
Left wing.
They'll have like a special register or something.
To the right side. Mikalauskis backs him down.
Skip all the lines. Don't wait. Get your food now.
8.5 minutes left in the second half.
Yeah, it's probably going to be McDonald's. Well, I don't know. McDonald's will be fine. And then it'll be someone like Burger King or Culver's. It'll be someone shitty like Culver's.
Knocks it loose.
That does it. It's like, that's how we're going to
Brings it
compete.
up the floor.
He was more worried about scoring and had the ball knocked loose.
KFC good
That's
in
why
the
you
U.S.
squeeze it, young
It's
fella.
like dog
That
shit in
last
Sweden.
three-pointer was missed by defiance.
KFC isn't
Bounces it to the
terrible,
right
but there's
side.
much better
Backs
options
down.
around. There's definitely much better
Lee
options.
catches it. Right wing. That last shot netted for three.
You have to keep your head
Yeah.
up.
It's
and eyes open at all
very
times playing
it's
with this guy.
okay.
That's
It's not.
right, and you never know
I've not
when
had
or
like
he'll
dog
find.
shit KFC,
Zaga
but
coach
they've
wants
all
to
been
talk it over
like,
with his troops. Hey,
eh.
if you've got the timeouts, you
It's the
might
best
as well
way to
use
describe
them.
it, I
You
guess.
can't take them to the bank with you.
I should have tested out the KFC in Japan. Just one meal, I should have seen what the KFC in one of the KFCs in Tokyo was like, so I can get an idea of what it tastes like there. The McDonald's in Japan was pretty good. Their fries are not as salty. Their drinks are definitely not as big. So that's a thing to get used to. But then again, I'm, you know, being a fat American, of course, it's also Jesus. It's also an interesting thing that you do not get refills on drinks. But once again, this is probably why America is morbidly obese and Japan is not. Because you probably don't need a refill on your Diet Coke.
Destroy you if you don't keep him out of the lane. He's got a great
Where's the
presence on the
closest
blocks.
Bojangles to Nebraska? I'm not. I don't live in Nebraska.
Time and time again.
I don't know if there's a Bojangles around here.
With some
I don't remember.
abysmal stats.
Okay, I don't remember a Bojangles being around the
Met
area,
gets the reach-in
but
call,
I've
and
not.
that's his
I'm
first
not.
foul of the game.
He should concentrate on just
I'm not
getting
like
good
frothing at the
position
mouth for a
instead of
Bojangles.
flailing away at the ball
I don't
like
know.
that.
Someone could probably go on the website and look it up. Yeah, KFC's fine. KFC's fine if you can't get to any of the better chicken places. I'd probably prefer Popeyes. And anytime I go to Popeyes, it's usually staffed by someone with 3 teeth. And it's just like, you sure you know how to operate this?
Down inside by Clement. Gonzaga is having big problems from beyond the arc. And I think Tracy has something for us on that. Tracy?
Hey, still made it.
To see his players move more effectively without the ball,
Small
so
fry,
they can
best
get
fries
better
ever
looks at the
used.
basket. He told his
Cola
guys,
Light, not
get
Diet
to
Cola.
the open spot
Oh.
on the floor. I know you can hit that shot. Vern?
All right, Tracy.
There's no arguing that call. He definitely got hacked.
And he makes the first.
Honestly, as far as Popeyes is good. I haven't been to Popeyes in a while though. It's been I think a few years since I've been to Popeyes. Honestly, we should do that again.
The ball.
I think it's because it's not super close. Jesus Christ, dude! He threw a fucking forearm. That should. If this game was realistic, that would be a flagrant. That would be an ejectable effect. Dude, he fucking just clobbered him. He came around and just elbowed him in the head. That's some Grayson Allen level shit right there. Jesus Christ. Let's look at this in full speed. Oh. He laid him the fuck out. That's ejectable. Bojangles is southeast. Google it. I don't know. Maybe the next time I'm assuming there, but yeah, next time I go to like Central Florida, I'll probably try to find a Bojangles to eat at.
Gets them both. About 6.5 minutes left in the second half.
But the things that I think the main thing that I wish was here that isn't here is
the three-pointer was offline.
Jack in the Box.
Nice work by the big
I know
fella to
Jack
get
in the
that
Box
rebound.
isn't fantastic,
Hands it off. Ellerby
but
backs down.
the Jack in the Box that I went to in St. Louis wasn't bad. The Jack in the Box I went to in Oklahoma City was really good though. But that also might be because it was like 1 in the morning and I tried their late night menu.
Great work.
And that's almost like cheating.
Pokes free.
Ah, damn it.
Warden behind the arc. Lead.
Boy, they are really just not locked in with the 3 points here.
Getting comfortable on that shot.
Gets it right wing. Throws it up. Gets the
Hey, there we go.
They're in front, 52-42. The Bulldogs.
You have none of these fast food. Yeah. Yeah, it's just kind of our things. We got a lot of those. Action Arcade Wrestling. Oh, okay. I'm sitting here looking at this. Someone had it was just tweeted about the Action Arcade Wrestling thing. I'm like, wasn't this a game already? I'm like, oh, they removed the Chikara branding. That's what they've done.
Well, let's get back
Since
to the
Chikara
action.
doesn't
Both
exist
teams are
anymore.
making a few lineup changes.
I guess, in all honesty, it'd be nice if there were more mom and pop places. They got a lot of nice sit-down places here, but I'm not a general sit-down person. I think I got you know what I once again, it's probably the fact that it's not a big city. So if I was in like a big city, there'd probably be a lot of places to eat.
And that's his 9th rebound thus far.
That was one thing I got used to during like the 2 weeks in Tokyo was that there were so many places. There was like 8. You just walk by it. Like we walked from our like hotel in Tokyo to like the train station entrance was 2 blocks maybe, and in that time we passed by like 4 restaurants and a convenience store that sells good food because their convenience stores sell good food too.
Minutes left in the second half.
So maybe you get spoiled with that in a big city. And again, I
I
haven't been to a lot of big cities as an adult, I guess. Like I've never been to New York City. The last time I was in Los Angeles, I was like 16, and so like I didn't really experience. Well, it might have even been like 14. I can't remember now. Jesus. But yeah, I didn't really get to experience much of Los Angeles because it was more of I'm being chaperoned by family.
Great anticipation and quick hands.
It's a deuce the other way if you don't protect the basketball.
It's like McDonald's, Burger King, Pizza Hut, which is horrible. I mean, to be fair, Pizza Hut's not great. It's pretty not good in general.
Both teams are going to make some substitutions.
Unique like Sweden and like Max and Sibylla.
Good on number 2. Both teams are making substitutions.
Iowa
State
one good place,
time.
yeah. We don't really do cheese like we have a couple of like I guess like franchise places that do cheesesteaks. They're pretty okay, but it'd be nice if I guess, to have a more like genuine cheesesteak, not just Charlie's. I think it is the name. We got Charlie's, which does cheesesteaks, but once again, that's just a franchise. So it'd probably be better if you went to an actual mom and pop place.
The Cyclones are going to bring all their starters back out there now. Foul shot is good for a 3-point play.
Boy, there's a lot of MLB players that really don't like the fact that they're even playing. Feels like, or at the very least, they're not happy with MLB safety. I gotta say that. I keep finding things getting retweeted by people where it's like, top level MLB players being like, yeah, no, shit's fucked up. They keep saying safety, but it's not a thing here. Pizza Hut's like if pizza's made without any soul and flavor. That's a good point. You know what? You know who's worse? There's a couple places worse here in America. I don't know how prevalent they are in other places. And they're usually the buffet places. So Pizza Ranch, I would even put a step below Pizza Hut. And then the step even below Pizza Ranch would be CC's.
Feeds left wing.
But it's probably mostly because those are like buffet places.
That's another rebound for a team that's doing a great job on the board.
You go to Pizza Ranch to eat as much pizza as you can. You go to CC's to eat as much. You don't order from pizza. You don't have a list of places where it's like, well, I could pick this local pizza place. If I wanted something cheaper, I could pick Domino's, but I think I'll go with pizza. No one gets Pizza Ranch like delivered.
10 points and 10 rebounds.
And if they do, I don't want to be friends with that person. They're probably a serial killer.
Dumps it down low. Knocks it down from 3-point land. He's 1 for 4 from long range.
You like it because it's shit. That's a good point. You know what? It's like Little Caesars. I wouldn't even put Little Caesars on the same level as them. Like Little Caesars is really shit, but it's cheap shit, and that's like CC's is like that too. I do like the joke about Little Caesars where it's like, hey, do you want to get a Little Caesars pizza? It's hot and ready. Is it any good? It's hot and it's ready.
Gonzaga is really
Corral. Oh yeah, all the Golden Corrals around here shut down.
Lobs it inside.
There's, what's actually kind of funny? All the normal like like those what I don't know what you would call them, like American buffets. Like like your almost steakhouse, they're not like steakhouse type buffets, but yeah, like your Golden Corrals, Old Country Buffet. Like, we lost all those around here. they just all disappeared. We had one called Ryan's too. It's amazing how much a lot of those American buffets just completely died out. I don't know if shit cost too much or what the hell it was. You thought Cece's? Yeah, I thought Cece's was great. I think the first couple times I'm like, hey, mac and cheese pizza, who does that? And then at the other hand, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's just below average. Really mediocre pizza. Steak buffet. I think Ryan's actually was like that, where you could get a steak. It's not a good steak by any means, but they'll cut you off some steak or ribs or something like that. Yeah, you can get it. You can get a steak cut with a bunch of sides. I think Golden Corral probably did that too. I think they had a special night of the week they did it.
I think this game is out of reach, Vern. There's just not enough time left for a comeback.
But yeah, it's amazing. They don't really have American buffet places anymore. At least not anywhere around here.
They're just prolonging the agony by fouling because this
last time you made one of these streams, Chrono was just a beer company. I am not bad. How about you? I'm tired. That's what I am. More than anything, I'm fucking tired. It's been a long day. Long day of working. I didn't stream for like almost 2 weeks, about a month or so ago, because I was just working 10 to 12 hour days like every day. So it's like, yeah, I don't feel like doing shit today. I just feel like sitting here, getting some food in me, jerking off, and going to sleep.
Catches it, top of the key. Zivanovic bounces it to the left.
He rips down the rebound. Come on. You got it. You got it. You don't got it. That's all right. We wasted a lot of time doing that, so.
Bold pass.
Damn.
Clement off the inbound. It's
that was ridiculously close.
That's the end of the game. The Cyclones.
We got this Japanese American buffet called Santos. It's actually really good quality. Yeah, we got like a Chinese buffet around here that's pretty good. Because we lost a good chunk of our Chinese buffets too. But they got a Chinese buffet here that's I really enjoy it. And weirdly enough, they do like a weird smorgasbord of American stuff. Like, you know, they got some Chinese food, they do sushi, they do like the hibachi grill type stuff. And,
it's no secret that getting momentum on your side is one of the keys.
But yeah, they also weirdly enough, it's like, oh yeah, you can get some pizza, you can get fries, you can get mozzarella sticks. But the mozzarella is all like, it's not hard, but it's like solid. Like a good mozzarella stick is the kind that's like gooey and comes out where it's like, oh man, it's really stringy. But like these are buffet mozzarella sticks where it's just, you know, it's just all in one piece. It's like someone just took string cheese and deep fried it. Yeah, I guess if you haven't been here since Corona, yeah, it's been crazy because Des Moines ended up getting a lot of shit that a lot of other places shut down. Like Chicago was shutting down their stuff, and Detroit was shutting down their stuff, and they had people not being able to show up. So it's like, hey, we're gonna take all this stuff from the Great Lakes area, and we're just gonna ship it somewhere else, and that somewhere else was our building. And then people worked 60 to 70 hour weeks for goddamn like 2 months. It's fucking insane. All right. So we've got the big Iowa game. I can't remember the last time. Did we play the Iowa game? I think the last couple of years we've skipped the Iowa game because it just didn't mean much. I guess they were. I think we were playing other games. So this Iowa game, I think we've skipped over the last couple of years. Even though we still had it on the schedule, I haven't actually played it. Oh yeah, dessert pizzas. Yeah, they do a lot of dessert pizzas. I remember they do have cinnamon icing pizzas. Yeah, it's very rare. It's usually very rare to have a place that does a dessert pizza anymore. Pizza Ranch and Cece's are one of the few like rare dessert pizza places. I think I'm scared of anything where I just see a Twitch clip. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the hell you clipped.
Stolen by Iowa State.
You guys don't have soulless pizza.
That's how you do it. Keep the heat on. Wait for the misstep.
Oh, God almighty.
Off target on the last shot by Chewisi. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Tracy Wolfson, who has some info for us.
Soulless pizza really is a good way to describe some of the pizza
him for his impression of their opponent tonight, he never hesitated. He said they are tremendous outside
They actually have Domino's in Japan. I guess you could, I guess they've had like anime YouTubers who reviewed stuff like that because they have a thing called the tsundere pizza, where it's just like it's like some sort of like Canadian bacon or pepperoni. It might just be a cheese pizza. And it's just topped with a shitload of jalapenos and pineapple. And it's like a $30 large pizza. Because apparently pizza's a delicacy in Japan, like not like here. Because that was the thing too, where I'm just like, oh God, a large pizza's like $30. They're like, yeah, it's not a huge thing here. So, you know, it's like a rare occasion to eat a pizza.
Outstanding fast break. You've got it, Vern.
This is College Game
Lost a step and never lost control of the situation. That's how you do it.
Oh God, yeah. We used to have a Godfathers. I didn't know. I was gonna mention Godfathers, but I didn't know how widespread it was. We got very regionalized stuff here. I feel like Godfathers was one of those regionalized places.
Behind the arc.
I loved Godfathers as a kid, but then again, it probably was just as shit as Pizza Ranch is.
Tosses it up. Nice speed by Clement.
The last time I went to Pizza Ranch was like several months ago. I actually went there not too long ago, within the last year, with one of my friends. And I probably won't ever go to Pizza Ranch again because, number one, it's a highly mediocre pizza. Number two, I went there with me and my friend, and we're both like, you know, late 20s, 30. And I guess they were doing some sort of fundraiser thing for like a local middle school. So like, number one, this also feels like highly illegal. That was another thing we joked about where I'm like, oh shit, I remember doing stuff like this when I was younger. But like the thing where it's like, oh yeah, we're doing charity or some sort of fundraiser thing. So, you know, all these kids are all dressed up in the same t-shirt for a fundraiser, and then they're the waiters and waitresses, and they're grabbing everyone's plates. And it's like, God, I feel like a creep because it's just all fucking 12-year-olds around here and their parents and then us. All I want is some mediocre pizza. And I just feel like a creep. But yeah, I didn't think about it until I saw it again as an adult, where I'm like, this feels like there's some sort of weird labor laws involved in just having kids work for free as part of some sort of fundraiser deal.
Vasquez backs down. Misfired on that last three by Lee.
And then you just, I guess, don't have to pay wait staff that much because they don't have to go get the dishes. It's just a bunch of kids getting everyone's plates and refilling drinks.
Vasquez takes it up.
Very odd.
Three-point play. Iowa takes its first time out of the game.
All right, goddammit. Give me just a moment. I'll see what you fucking clipped. I know I didn't say anything too bad. I'm glad I mentioned that it was a mozzarella stick that was gooey and coming out. Oh, shit. Now Okada can actually talk. Oh, fuck.
Well, let's get back to the action.
Want some candy? No. God damn it, no.
They're set up in minute.
Dumps it down low. And they call goal.
Oh, come on. It was on its way out, you son of a bitch. That's all right. Hang on. I haven't taken a drink in a while, so I needed something to drink.
Clement passes it up court.
Fuck.
Stolen by Iowa.
How did I do that?
Madison. Oh, the quick hands. Before they even knew what hit them, he made off with that one.
They narrow the gap to 2. Michalauskas.
There we go. Come on. Come on. There you go.
Inside. Buries it. They're in front. 16.
I'm not clicking that link because it's probably some bullshit. Some bullshit that an 18-year-old finds funny. I remember the shit that I found funny at 18. I don't find it funny anymore at 30.
Has it down low. Tosses it up.
I remember the shit that I used to be subscribed to in early YouTube days, and I'm just like, fuck. I'd never watch that shit again. I bet you the videos are still fucking up too. I bet you some of those videos that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm subscribed to this guy.
I like that he's not afraid to be physical, but that was too much.
Let's see. Yeah, one of the dudes, his stuff is still up. He only has 11 videos now. I can't remember the other dude's channel. I remember his character name.
Gets the second to fall as well.
I don't remember his
inbounds
channel.
the ball. About 7.5 minutes left in the half. Backs in. Has it inside.
Hey, there we go.
Iowa has not been able to shut down the inside game at all. Tracy is by their bench with a report.
The Hawkeyes coach just told the players on his bench, we have to be more physical in the paint. Don't be afraid
Been
of some
productive.
contact.
We've found out about each other's fast foods.
Thanks, Tracy. Last spray off
found out about
They've got to learn to be patient on offense.
people being insane on Twitter.
If you don't rush them.
The shot inside, drained by Chewy.
It's a lot of
they
stuff.
Take a 6-point lead.
Tyler's so subscribed to Markiplier. I have never been subscribed to Markiplier.
Passes it back to the right.
I will say I've been subscribed. I used to be subscribed to people who I probably are like predecessors to him.
That's just a blown
I
assignment.
don't know how long Markiplier's been around.
You can't afford too many of those.
Lee catches it, right wing. That last shot netted for 3. Another
His like videos is FNAF. Okay, you know what? I will admit, I will admit that I have indeed watched. I have not seen beyond the first one, but I have seen multiple Markiplier videos from the first Five Nights at Freddy's. I have seen them. I didn't hate them, but I've never really. I haven't watched Markiplier again in probably years. I think probably around the time that PewDiePie was getting shit for saying the N-word. It was probably around that same time.
Double clutches. Both teams are making a few lineup changes.
Sorry for accusing you. I honestly didn't know. I didn't even know. I was like, I'm pretty sure I didn't ban him.
Cox takes it up. He gets the second to fall as well. Santiago inbounds the ball.
I like to think that I watch better people now.
Just can't be happy with the run that they've had just now.
I like to think that. I could probably still look at some of the first videos I liked on my channel, and I'll probably be like, "Why did I like this? Why is this a thing?"
Snatched inside by Dieng.
Dieng is having a hard time getting his shot to go, Vern. You just hope it doesn't wreck his confidence, but it's hard to see how it
boyfriend might kill you.
Fires.
Yeah, I have not really been watching NXT. I don't really watch NXT at all. I see the occasional highlight. That's most of my wrestling viewing at this point, is the occasional highlight of things. I watch his boxing now. I wonder if those videos are still up.
Shot is good for a three-point
I bet you if
play.
nothing else, they're
Inbounds
re-uploads.
the ball. Borchard passes way down court. Goes up. Nice lay-in off the glass.
What was weird was seeing like a few years ago when it was some sort of, I don't know if it was Animal Planet or if it was some sort of like animal YouTube channel. And fucking Boxy shows up as like her normal self as like a presenter. And yeah, that's just what everyone was like, fucking Boxy.
Takes it up.
It's like, yeah, but now she's normal and probably doesn't want to deal with that shit. Now watch this Jacksepticeye. I have watched a handful of Jacksepticeye videos, but I do not. I have not nor ever religiously watched Jacksepticeye, nor have I ever subscribed to him. Same with Markiplier. I watched a good chunk. I watched a chunk of his videos for something, and that was about it. I remember back in the day. I remember when Fred was a big thing back in the day.
He misses the first.
I remember being the cool kid and just being like, "Oh man, I don't like Fred."
He sinks the second.
It's all see. I don't even remember. I don't even remember the name of the channel, but I remember his character name was Jimmy, and he was much more perverse. Oh, I think it was what was it? Make Me Bad 35. Jesus Christ, those are 12-year-old videos. There we go.
Well, it
There
looks
we
like
go.
they're getting
Remember
set to
Annoying
inbound
Orange,
the
dude.
ball.
I hated Annoying Orange. I know that was the point, but still. Oh, damn it, I
Leads
thought I
him with
had
the
it.
pass.
What pedo ass shit is
Inbound
this,
play was
Jimmy?
finished off by
No,
Burley.
it was a dude who was,
around
I
4
believe,
minutes left in the half.
capitalizing on.
Catches it
He's
on
still
the
got like
elbow.
over 1 million
From in
subscribers, and a
close.
lot of his stuff
Shot
is still
was short
on.
by Chuisi. They're
But yeah,
still
I think
up by
Fred
9.
was on Disney. He had 3 movies. He had 3 movies with
goes
John
up.
Cena as his
Great
dad. Yeah,
finish in traffic. They've
yeah.
got
He
it
didn't
within
have a
7.
movie. He had 3.
Stefanovic inbounds the ball.
I think it was
Borchard picks up the
Nickelodeon.
ball.
I don't think it was Disney.
Cox bounces
Nickelodeon
to the low
does
block.
that horse shit.
Last layup was dropped in by Chuisi.
A dynamite bounce pass.
I think Annoying Orange actually had a TV show too. I'm pretty sure it was Nickelodeon as well. He actually had, I believe, a half-hour program on Nickelodeon.
Raises up.
The fact that you could take Annoying Orange and try to make a half-hour show out of it perplexes me.
So it's tough to fault him.
Yeah, fucking Ray William Johnson had the bright idea. He made his fucking money. I'm pretty sure he sold his channel and he got the fuck out.
And they're now out in front by
Oh, was it
12.
Cartoon Network? Okay. I didn't know if it was Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon.
Takes it up. Reeled in by Dieng. Flip up and in on that last layup. The Cyclones will take their first time out.
Yeah, Annoying Orange on Cartoon Network. Fred was on Nickelodeon. It had like 5 seasons. Oh my god. Grumpy Cat never had a series.
Both teams are making
About
a
it
few
before
lineup
it
changes.
died. Did they make a? Fuck, whatever. To be fair, wasn't that the thing in the early like 2010s? That seemed like a recurring trend in the early 2010s. Was like, hey, this YouTube thing is really taking off.
Shoots it.
let's try to monetize it by making like Hollywood and tried to dip their hands into like the YouTube thing. So like anyone who was like a relatively good sized anyone who's a relatively good sized YouTuber in the late 2000s, usually around the 2010s, would get some sort of. Didn't Smosh get a movie? Like I said, just about all the big ones got some sort of like TV show or even a directed DVD movie.
Right time yet again. Vasquez.
It was kind of funny because when you say Smosh used to be kind of good, someone had actually played a Smosh video. I saw a dude who was talking about Smosh, and he played a video from like 2006, 2007. And when I watched it, I'm like, shit, I used to think they were pretty funny, but this didn't age well at all. This is really fucking bad. It really showed the level that YouTube was at the time. Lily Singh did it with shit. They still do it with Lily Singh. She got renewed. She's got a second season coming. It's garbage, but she's got a second season coming.
Vasquez backs down.
Had Chris Smooth not get a movie or TV show? Probably because he's more sports oriented. I don't know.
Vasquez unloads.
Yeah, you'd think he probably would have had some, because I feel like anyone who probably would have done like a YouTuber movie in that regard would have been more of a sports thing or maybe a more serious network, and they weren't going to do YouTubers, TV shows, and movies.
Such a thief burn. The 3-ball was good by Zivanovic. He's shooting 100% from deep. 2-second differential between the shot clock and the game.
Smosh is still around. Yeah, but none of the original guys are in it. Like, they split apart and one guy left, and then the other guy left, I think, like a year or so ago. The first guy left a while back.
Boyd skips it to the right side.
So, yeah, Smosh is, I think at this point, sort of like what Rooster Teeth was. Where, I mean, at the very least, Rooster Teeth still has a lot of the original dudes, even if they're mostly just husks at this point. But yeah, Smosh is just a bunch of people at this point that probably no one really cares too much about.
If we don't see some improvement soon, this could be even further out of reach.
Once again, another team that just can't make a field goal or a three-pointer.
And now it's time to show you our player of the half.
Was it okay? So I was watching. It might have been Chris Smooth. Someone would probably know because this is fairly, I'd say this is mostly sports type YouTube channel that I've built at this point. So someone has probably seen enough Chris Smooth. I don't know if it was him who used to, I don't know if it was GTA, but I remember they used to do almost like a machinima type thing, where before games and all that, they would do some sort of like monologue about stuff. Where it was like, hey man, you know, dealing with doing this and that and having all these different issues to deal with, but I'm still going to the crib and doing all this stuff. And I remember, it might have been way back in 2K13, but it probably was Chris Smooth then. But yeah, he was using like other games and doing like little monologues about like giving his guy like some lore and a story before games, because it's like, oh yeah, I'm working on this and that, and I got a girlfriend, and here's my crib. I don't know if it was him or if it was someone else who was using the other games to do that. King Griff? I don't think I've heard of that name.
Makes the first of 3.
He did that. I think guys like QJB got influenced to do things like that. Yeah.
Good on number 2.
Of course, now it probably doesn't pay the bills anymore to actually do any sort of editing like that. You could probably get people to watch, but it just probably wouldn't pay the bills like just live streaming does at this point. It's like you could add some lore to your character, but who gives a shit when you can just live stream it and make more money from people sending you donations?
I don't think he'll miss many more of those looks. Clement.
Yeah, I want to say it might have been King Griff, because I want to say it was someone other than Chris Smooth who was doing this. Where he was like adding all this lore to his My Player.
The Hawkeyes down big. Feeds out left.
Big Daddy Dirtbag. Oh, that's
He's 3 for 4 for the game.
I remember. What was kind of funny was I can't remember the name of the dude. I remember that. That's a dude who does Road to the Show. Fuck, I don't know if it was Hurricane or. Is it the QJB guy?
That's his 4th rebound thus far.
Because I think I remember that dude. I remember seeing part of his Road to the Show. Because I was doing my own Road to the Show, and I'm like, I want to see how other people are doing things, you know? And yeah, I remember that guy. That guy created Big Daddy Dirtbag, which is kind of funny because I actually did the same thing, and I'm like, oh shit, this is. I guess other people did this as well.
They still have a
Imagine editing something in GTA and being like, breaking news, hey guys, look who we signed for Super Mega Baseball. Yeah, I feel like these days it doesn't really mean to. That's why I don't think anyone cares enough at this point to do any sort of lore. I don't know. You can probably get people to be semi-interested in it, but it's probably way too much work.
Just too much contact there, Vern. You're not going to get away with it if you affect the shot that much.
King Griff did Road to the Show, Big Daddy Dirt. Oh, okay.
Knocks down the first one. The Cyclones will bring out some reserves.
That's why the closest things I'll do to lore is like my TEW stuff, because I'm like, well, at least it kind of fleshes out things a little bit, and you can kind of make your own. Like I feel like TEW is one of those that actually benefits from that.
Backs in. Bounces it inside. Launches one from beyond.
I feel like when people see some of the other games, they don't really give too much of a shit. The closest I'll come to, I will say, because I think I've talked about it, the closest I will come to in this game is the fact that I actually did buy a 360 copy of NBA 2K8 so that I could start, because I did export the latest draft class, because this is the first like real big championship draft class that I made from Iowa State of people who are actually getting drafted. So the closest thing to lore that I'm doing outside of TEW, I think, is maybe this. Once I start playing, and I'm not going to do it on stream, but I'm just going to like sim through stuff in NBA 2K8 and see what happens to the graduates outside of here after leaving Iowa State. Remember Red versus Blue? Not only do I remember Red versus Blue, I have the first 10 seasons on DVD.
Inbounds the ball.
So yes, I very much remember Red versus Blue. I heard they're still going. They're on like what, season 17?
10 points,
something like
and
that.
He's his team's leading scorer. Clement hands it off.
HPW is a sex slave promotion. What the fuck?
Fades away.
Grabs
the rebound inside. Iowa is really struggling.
Let's see. All these sports games with cutscenes or story modes gives them less of a reason to take clips from the games. That's a good point. You know what? Yeah, because up until the point where they actually started doing, they did an actual story mode now, so there's actual story to be had. So there's no incentive to really do it anymore. It's a very good point. Back then, when you just had your My Player, there wasn't anything there. So
knocks down the first one.
The only cutscenes would be if you talk to the GM. Yeah, Simpsons are still. Simpsons really should have closed the doors after the movie.
He gets the second to fall as well. Vasquez.
But I guess it still makes money.
Zivanovic backs him down. The shot down low. The Hawkeyes can trim the lead to single digits. You have to love a three.
The new Supernatural, where it just goes on too long. I think that's the reason why I stopped watching. I watched the first 10 seasons, and then I'm like, you know what? It's sort of a cliffhanger, but it's a logical enough conclusion. Fuck it.
And it's picked up by Iowa.
It's like, oh, Church and Tex left and left the other dudes to like New Blood Gulch, like the new area to move into, and yeah, they just kind of went off, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? This is a logical enough conclusion. Let's just end it right there. And then I found out they've done 7 more seasons.
By Madison. That's 15 unanswered points.
And nominated for an enemy, so I guess they're doing something right. I guess.
Backs down. Lee shoots. Hits it from the low block. They extend the lead to 8. Iowa carries it up. They're on a 15-4 run. Knocks it loose.
Oh shit, look at that. I'm not going to end up making this happen. I'm going to fuck this up. Oh no, it actually went in. Hey, there you go.
Madison inbounds the ball. Under 7 minutes left in the second half. Takes it up. Can't convert. But he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, I don't know where all the DVDs, I don't know where the DVD sets have gone to for that, but yeah, I did buy the first 10. I do have the first 10 seasons of Red vs. Blue sitting right here somewhere.
Both teams will make some substitutions.
You believe Breaking Bad went on for too long? I think it ended fine. I think it did just fine. Oh, okay. You're just shit posting. Gotcha. It's like it literally ended perfectly. Everyone takes it as the thing that literally stayed its welcome perfectly, with the exception of El Camino and Better Call Saul. But I've read Better Call, which is weird for someone who loves Breaking Bad as much as I do. I've never really watched much of Better Call Saul. I haven't watched El Camino yet. But at the very least, those are spin-offs and not Breaking Bad Season 6.
He sinks the second. Santiago inbounds
you didn't
the ball.
Get Kristen Ritter naked?
Are really struggling.
Isn't there... Is that a thing you want? Is Kristen Ritter naked?
Backs in.
I mean, you can just go on the internet.
From 11 feet.
She was one of the ones in the fucking leaks. If you want to see Kristen Ritter naked so badly, it's there.
But they're still up by 9.
I mean, that doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
Catches it right
You're
side.
A terrible person for looking at it.
Madison beats it to the low block. Last shot laid in by Santiago.
They've really turned the table.
I remember that was the thing because Dexter had like an extra season, had like one more season than Breaking Bad, and Dexter ended like the week after. It was either the week before or the week after Breaking Bad's finale. And so they were both critiqued on shows, and yeah, that was the thing with Dexter. It was like, yeah, it definitely went on too long. Breaking Bad was perfect.
And we'll go to the line for a couple.
I like Futurama more than Simpsons. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's not unpopular. Oh, shit.
He can't get the first.
What about South Park? I guess I haven't watched South Park in a long time, so I don't know how much it's overstayed its welcome. But the fact that no one really talks about it anymore probably tells you what you need to know. I know they've had bits and pieces before, but I don't know. It's there seconds later that doesn't exist. Wait, what? Oh yeah, Kristen. Oh, Kristen. I was making a joke. I was making a joke because of the people who tell you that you're terrible. All the people who tell you that you're a terrible, horrible person for looking up any sort of leaks. Because it's an invasion of privacy and you're literally worse than ever.
Madison inbounds the ball. Iowa
is
really struggling.
If you want to know what Kristen Ritter looks like naked, you can
swings
find
it to the wing.
If that is your concern,
Madison takes the shot.
that is your one true concern, I can tell you that it is
Would
out.
have liked to seen them get a better shot off than that, Bill.
You know, Vern, that's just shaky shot selection.
How do you fuck that up? You didn't really have anyone deeply contesting it. It's all right, as long as I don't completely screw everything up.
Gets it left wing from 17 feet out. Iowa State calls timeout.
Except for the Last of Us leaks, everyone saw those and got mad. Well, that's because they took a really good, beloved franchise. Not even franchise. They took one good, solid game.
I don't think these guys have played.
You know what it is? It's like watching your dog get shot. Which is funny considering the name of the company's Naughty Dog. But
Gets it right wing.
you see someone who made something as great as The Last of Us.
And that's his first foul of
And all the Uncharted games. And then they go and they decide that they're going to insert politics into everything. It really is like... I think someone was talking about it, how they were like, you know what, we need another video games crash. We need a lot of these AAA companies that spend like blockbuster movie amounts on video games now to just start crashing.
Poked loose, but it's recovered by Boyd with the shot.
And yeah, you see a company. It's like Bethesda too. It's like, oh man, they remember when they used to make good games. That was the day.
Caught. Bounces it to the baseline. Chewy C from inside.
That's just how I feel about Naughty Dog. I feel about them the same way as Bethesda, where it's like, remember when they made good games?
Down the first one.
The Iowa coach is shaking things up, and this could spell trouble for the other team. This group has a lot of team
your favorite
chemistry.
wrestler, YouTuber, has a porn vid leaked to her. She doesn't like it. Do you respect her wishes and not watch? Well, I will say,
gets the second to fall as well.
My favorite at the time, before I got into Joshi, was Paige. And I have pretty much seen everything. So this is a real life scenario that has already proven that I am a piece of shit, and who cares? I knew you were gonna say Paige.
Francis grabs the rebound. The last layup, no good.
This guy can usually finish in traffic, but the D was.
Oh yeah, because Paige was around when I first started watching NXT, like when fucking Seth Rollins was NXT champion.
By Michalowskis.
Pulled down that offensive board like it was no problem.
I didn't expect that. Oh, did you expect me to be like, of course not. I am a fair. The fair maiden does not want me to see porn of her. Like, fuck it. You know what? She ain't gonna know that I'm a piece of trash and fucking.
He might have been thrown off by how.
Listen, you're my favorite because I want to see your butthole, and then if someone tells me that your butthole is on the internet, I'm gonna want to take a peek.
2:32 left in the game.
She puts on Twitch stream on subs chat only because of how much shit she's gotten because of
Pass
that.
to the middle.
Yeah, that's a
It was
good point.
drained by
Probably.
Madison. The Cyclones will take a timeout. They're winning by 10.
Yeah,
2:20
Crash
left
with
in the game.
Jack and Daxter.
Clement got a quick breather, but
Isn't
they
there a
need
new
him
Jack
back
and
on the
Daxter
floor.
coming out? I don't know. I didn't say I like anal.
Zivanovic inbounds the ball.
I mean, I'm not against it, but
Chewy C.
I'm just trying to make a point.
They're in front, 68-56.
Who made Sly Cooper? That was my jam. That was my thing. That was one of the big reasons why I bought a Vita, so I could play Sly Cooper on it.
He got the look he wanted to there, Bill.
I still have that shit.
Too many more of those. He can light you up in a hurry.
When the new Sly Cooper came out for that and PS4, I'm like, oh, dude, I could buy a Vita version and get the PS4 version for free. Or maybe it was the other way around, where you could get, like, if you bought the PS4 version. I think it was either or. If you bought one version, you could get a download code for the other and play it there.
They're leading in this game.
Michalowskis dishes it to the right. Chewy C backs him down. Nikolauskas dumps it off, tosses it up.
I wanted to pump fake.
I love that defense. What great instincts. Go out there
Whatever.
and get a
He should
hand on
win.
that shot.
To the elbow. Dieng from 17 feet out. Zivanovic hauls it in off the glass.
Or a degenerate.
His mid-range
I mean,
game is
I've already
generally
talked about
solid.
being a
He can't
degenerate.
believe
I
it.
mean,
And I can't
I'm
believe
not
it.
hiding
1
anything
minute left
that
in the game.
it's nothing I haven't said before, at least.
Madison rips down the offensive rebound. Burley, it falls short.
They know what this guy can do with the basketball, and they're not about to let him get any open looks.
I mean, why would you think I bought the Io Shirai photo book? why do you think I own the Io Shirai photo book?
There's just not enough time left
Because
for a
I
comeback.
No good on the last layup.
simply because I only enjoy her wrestling.
Nikolauskas catches it on the elbow. Clement from long
Hey, there
range.
we go.
These fans are loving it. We got a packed house
New
in
slide
here,
would be nice.
and they're going ballistic.
I'm surprised with how unoriginal
Skip
most
pass,
people are.
baseline.
They could just probably bank on. Of course, PlayStation usually tries to. They don't really.
Zivanovic
They
shooting
kind of
down
bank
the
on their
ball.
exclusives at this. Like
Nikolauskas
they
pulls
kind
the
of do
trigger.
it, but like
No one.
it's weird because they have a
That's
lot of
all for this
exclusives,
one.
but they don't do
Iowa
mascot
State
characters.
knocks
Really.
off the Hawkeyes 73.
Ratchet and
58.
Clank. That's what's coming.
Now we'll bring you our player of the game.
Video photo books now stuck together on the concrete. What have you done? What have you done? Oh, the Daniel Bryan AJ thing. All right, there we go. That's a win there. So there you go. At the end of this stream, we are officially up to 76-5 and a 41 game, or at least home, win streak. I don't watch NXT. Io Shirai's the other. Hey, no, I bought her nudes photo book before she even came to America. That's how I roll. Sure, she's the NXT Women's Champion. Who gives a fuck? So was Kyrie, and they fucked her. Hey, I'm number 11. There goes the number 1 target. Well, we got the 3-star guy. So the guy I really wanted, or one of the guys I thought I could get, ended up signing with USC. Oh, it's... Why did I think I said South Carolina this time. Now it does make sense that Vegas, that he would go there. So I could still hopefully get Spears. Marty Spears. Why does he have 2 A's? Tyler jerked it to her before it was cool. Damn straight. Who are we going to do this for? So the other dude was a center, right? So do we need a forward? Question mark? Should I just give it to one of these 2 dudes? I think I'm going to wait. Email. I have 1 scholarship between these 2 guys. Here, who did I oh shit. Committed was a center. So I got a center committed. So I really don't need another center right this second. Right. Who am I losing? I'm losing forwards. Oh, I got a small forward. There's another small forward. I'm losing a couple foot here. Maybe I can. There we go. Kinda, yeah, that should tell me. Is this all that's left? Okay. So the seniors are small forward and small forward. The juniors could still leave, maybe. I don't know. I don't think they're good enough to actually leave. He might. So I should probably get a forward. That's probably what I should do. So we got one small forward here who's a maybe, but I don't know. We got this point guard who will probably come to us. I don't know who I should give it to. Technically, I could probably make the center a power forward if I wanted to. If I really needed to. But I like him. Size is good. All right, fuck it. We'll offer it to him. Fuck it. Not to mention he might just go to USC anyway. So not a big deal. We can skip through all this. Cool. So we get to do a whole nother week of this bullshit. We just hit past the 2 hour mark. All right. Oh, good. Chuisi broke his hand. At least we still won. So we've still kept this up. By the way, it's amazing. We did win the Wisconsin game. We won the Vanderbilt game. We actually beat Florida State, which was, I think they were a ranked team. We just barely beat LaSalle. We got, let's see, at LaSalle, at Florida State. So, yeah, Louisville. We're at home against Louisville. I'll let that be next time then. Recruit signing period is over. We didn't get the last of the guys. But you know what? We're up to number 8. I'll deal with the recruiting next time. There we go. All right. So, for those of you here in the chat, thank you very much. Appreciate you guys being here. It's been quite the interesting conversation, I must say. It's been fun. I need to get ready to go to bed because it's 11:30 and I need to be asleep here soon. So, appreciate you guys being here. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you very much for continuing to watch. Appreciate you still watching. You know, it's been, 110 episodes at this point? I can't remember. I think we're at 110 now. Either way, thank you, and I will see you guys next time.